I will be over to perform an exorcism later.
What?
I'll bring the sword in case.
What? Did I just come back to?
Don't worry about it.
I have a bar of silver. Do you need that?
Are we exercising Scylla?
No.
There's no reason to exercise that.
Yeah. But you know, you
Well-
can't exercise dogs.
Guys, if you could exercise anxiety, I would calling it.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't think the power of the Lord can help you with that. Well, maybe.
Well,
Okay, I am back.
and we are back. How's everyone doing?
Okay.
I'm alright. Great to see how things go.
That is an excellent question.
Alright.
So many different.
So we have some bad news, everyone. John won't be able to join us for an unforeseen amount of time.
He's
So-
focusing on his education.
Yes, he's focusing on his education, which is the most important thing.
Gotta get that education.
Yeah, everyone in his voice call is an educated person, been in some field or other. Everyone did their time in the American educational system, and now we're reaping the benefits of them, surely, right?
Huh?
Rise an ISP job.
Alright, so last time we had the first round done up to the day's events, which went relatively well. It was Simon versus Pack of Hyenas. He managed to effectively keep the hyenas at bay.
I mean, I wouldn't call that keeping them at bay, more massacring.
Alright, but throughout the day's events, and there have been very few people to pass this day's challenge, to the point where there's only 8 people have passed so far, including Simon. And to close out the day, nobody is getting their turn in the ring.
Alright.
So watch it.
Just a quick recap. What are the rules of this game?
Alright, so the rules are as followed. There will be a dummy in the center of the arena. Your job is to protect it from harm for her. There for essentially
3 rounds.
3 rounds. So you got uh, you got basically 20 seconds to protect this thing from a pack of wild creatures.
Lovely.
The dummy itself is sitting in the center of the arena, and then it's essentially to simulate the situation where there's innocent in between you and a ravenous pack of, I don't know, pachyderms maybe.
Yes.
Alright. So, other than that, people went around the city buying stuff, doing various things with their free time, meeting people that they needed to meet, and uh, trying to gather people for their various side quests and quests in general. But we end the day off on this final match. Alright. Let's go ahead and move directly over to the arena while I.
To the bloodbath.
To the blood circle.
Oh, thank goodness. At least I haven't rolled out anything to point. Seems like there's something. Oh,
What did I roll? Oh,
Alright. Alright, so you've watched all day as people have been failing at this task by the slimmest of margins. You get in your cage, and across from you, you see a strange sight. These two little creatures of some kind, like they're somewhere between the like a living cloud of dust and debris, and like a small, winged furry creature.
hold on, let me turn the music up a bit.
Yeah, I see the music's. It's been doing that. The automatic volume is at like 75%. Let's put it at 20.
There goes my first plan.
You
well,
see
we got backup plan.
you see these two little guys just fluttering around and getting chit chatting with each other. You see like a third one just sitting in the front. Oh, I didn't put the third one. Hold on.
Or
But
three.
eyeing you through the cage. You see it's like it's two little paws to its eyes, and then point them at you.
Mm. I seem to have already offended them.
Right, as you will go up against the three vicious and ferocious dust methods.
Could have been.
But there goes my plan of just flying the dummy out of the arena.
I mean, it's still work. Maybe fly back.
Alright, so, are you ready?
Not really, but I don't really have much of a choice, do I? Why is nobody's token like that?
Alright, the combat has begun. Begun. Then, let's roll initiative. Yeah.
Okay, every single one of them goes before me.
My goodness. The
Ooh.
the methods it's burst out of their who's controlling the camera right now? What? Who is it tracking? Oh, it's tracking Nick.
What?
How is it? Why is it doing that? How is it doing that?
Haha, I have taken over the stream!
Nobody was usurped the gods. He has
Uh,
come them now.
I have usurped the game master.
what if I do this?
All right. Well, then I guess you're ready to take over control of the game. Hope you have enough material planned for the next 5 sessions.
Alright. So nobody just wipes the floor with the dust. I'm just despite having not as much spell resources that he has, or that he could have.
Wait. Did you try to force me on?
Alright, is there any
Both.
preparatory stuff that you would do beforehand?
Huh?
Is
Any
there
prep?
yeah. Things like casting mage armor or something like that.
Oh, that would be smart. If I had it.
Why don't you have it?
Stupid.
Alright. Thus method number one, going to swiftly fire across the field. The second one is going to do the same. Like you can see that they're kind of lazily flying towards the dummy.
Let me make sure. Recording. So.
Don't forget to pause.
What is? Ooh, okay. Okay. This I can work with. What is the range on this? Okay. Got it. Ah, there it is. No, that's not what I want to get. I'm trying to move it.
You have to unpause it.
Oh, can you unpause it, please?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
If you want to rotate your guy, you can just click on them and spin the mouse wheel if you have a mouse wheel.
Oop, perfect. I'm going to upcast Hex because I don't have a first level slot.
Okay.
Oh, this is. Oh, should I do this? Oh. Okay, it's gonna be easy. Okay. I keep closing out my sheet. Okay. I'm going to hex the one that is furthest out. Third font.
So, which that one? Alright. Do they have something for being hexed?
Hello?
Hmm.
Hello?
Yes. I'm
We
still
can
here.
hear you. He was kind of
What?
mumbling. So we heard you cast Hex on this guy.
I hexed intelligence. Okay. And then, so the eye grows on its forehead as it leaches into skin. Nobody hands just cracks up as he looks deep in its eyes and say, "We're against you." As I cast enemies abound. Oh. Oh no, wait, I can't do that.
You can't cast 2-level spells.
No, Hex is a concentration spell.
Well,
But you can't cast 2 level spells one turn.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no, you
some,
have to.
yeah, that is some weird rule that they came up with. I don't know when.
Okay, then I'm not gonna cast Hex then. I'm just gonna cast enemies abound.
I probably should have reminded you to yourself all the day last. That's not a rule in Baldur's.
Let me make sure I get thing back. So I reach into its mind and basically
Oh, you don't have it set up for a DC.
isn't it DC like
Well,
I
like,
don't know if it gets better with higher level spells.
It's just a. It's the same.
Okay, so it's DC 15.
15 int.
okay.
Ah,
15 on the die.
bro.
Oh no, it exactly hit 15. Because it has a -1.
Mm.
And
So does it save or does
Yeah,
it?
it goes to defender.
Goes to defend.
So
I thought it was attacker. Yeah.
we wrote it down somewhere.
wrote
We
down,
had this-
well, it got stated somewhere in Titans, and then we just started going to the point where it didn't matter half the time.
No, we clarified it in here.
Yeah, at the beginning of the campaign.
No, we clarified it in the middle of the campaign too because we realized we didn't have it written down somewhere. And I think someone wrote it down.
I didn't. I'll check my notes, but I don't think I did.
Alright. Red red grass is to defender. That's written down. Mhm.
Let's see if I wrote it down in my little tabletop area.
Wait. I don't know if I can do that beforehand. Hold on, let me check. Because I do have my bloodcasters.
What is that?
It gives me a +1 in basically almost all aspects of my spell, including DC. But I get hurt by it.
Would Nick be able to use that?
If I say I used my bonus action beforehand.
Um yes, I guess. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have +1 bonus to damage, to healing, to save DC, and to hit if applicable.
So that would make
So
it a 16 to a 16 DC versus a 15 roll,
Mhm.
so it fails enemies.
and I take 1d4 +1 necrotic damage.
Yeah.
I'm full health.
Okay, good.
What are you doing?
You're out of spell slots and stuff. I'm not worried.
Is that a spell slots because you decided to burn them all on some random person? Ooh.
Of course, I get max.
Ooh, not at max hit points anymore.
Excuse
The dice
me.
the dice heard you were talking.
Hello? Why can't I? Why is it only at what?
What's going on?
Okay, it's being weird. 38. It's not typing in.
Let me see here.
Why are you doing it?
How do I do it?
Yeah, well, mine are fine.
Fine, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, yours dropped all the way to 0 and now it's free.
There.
Alright.
So. Basically, turn it against others.
Okay.
Uh,
So whenever it goes to make an attack, it has to randomly select a target out of the creatures within the range of that attack.
this is not gonna help.
Hey, this might help. Just gotta believe in yourself.
Had a quick phone.
Sometimes just gotta work with what we.
So yeah, that's all I can really do.
Alright.
Hello?
I'm still here. Hold on.
Deontay just likes to go quiet.
Well, is that? I'm double checking what uh, basically the abilities and the mannerisms of the creatures that you guys are fighting. All right. That's that one first. This guy's first. All right. He's gonna fly.
Attack of opportunity?
No, the how the spell reads.
Everything is an enemy. If an enemy provokes, the affected creature must make that attack.
Oh yeah, I said that at the end.
So it must make the attack.
All right. So then it would have to make the attack randomly from the two creatures.
Well, no, because it's saying an enemy that provoked, because that one went first, it would take the attack because it's the only one that provoked.
Okay.
Because it's taking its turn. Because it's basically going down initiative order, so whichever one would have moved and provoked first would take the attack. So since that one has initiative and it moved, that one gets attacked.
Alright, so then let's roll. And 18 to hit. That hits for 3 slashing damage.
Hey man, we don't know how many hit points we have.
Okay. The friend is gonna turn around and see, like when it does that, it's like they it says something, and as the other one's coming forward, it like they seem to be chattering at each other. Right. It's going to attempt to swing at the dummy, but
But it shouldn't see it as an enemy, even though because it's technically not alive.
So that is an interesting thing about it. But
alright. And like it's looking between it stops for a second as it holds up its claw. And then it looks between the dummy and its friend. And then back at the dummy.
But it's not its friend.
And then it looks at this guy. It's like mm,
why?
Unless they put like a living person in this dummy, I don't think that he should be considered an enemy.
No.
Yeah. It's going to attack him
Bruh.
and miss.
You missed.
You suck.
Then this guy seeing what's going down, he's gonna be like, I don't know what's going on here. And then it's just going to decide it's just going to why not? It's just gonna throw up a sleep spell.
Hey, that works for me.
Let's see. 18. So starting at the lowest hit point one. Alright. I'm not understanding what's going on.
MVP.
It's the one that's currently being attacked to sleep.
I'll fall asleep.
No, it's just that one. He um he only rolled 18. So the well the mannequin's a little drowsy.
Excuse me?
But other than that, that's about it. It has no idea why one why one of its companions is attacking the other, but it's just going to do this and just you know, let it work itself out.
Gotta help the mannequin survive one more round. Okay.
I was supposed to have telepathy.
Double. I have to be real strategic about this. Okay. That could work. Good.
Yes.
Okay.
Continues to jive out to the music.
Come on. This.
Go. Phew. Okay. I'm going to use, I believe it, 2 of my sorcery points to do Meta Magic Quicken spell to cast. We lost someone.
Did we lose?
Lex?
We lost Lex.
Oh no.
To cast a Mind Sliver on
The third one?
yeah, the one that casted sleep.
Okay. Alright.
And this is just a regular DC 50. Like his artifact spins and one of the eyes closes as it releases a shockwave
Alright, an 8.
of mental energy.
Oh.
Ooh, yes they did. Damage. 10 psychic damage, and it will also minus 4 from its next saving throw. And for my actual spell this turn, going to use my level 2 spot to cast Dissonant Whispers. It says I don't have level 1 slots. Can I not use a level 2 slot for it?
Should be.
It should ask you to upcast
It didn't.
It might be because the spell doesn't have the ability to be upcast.
Hold on, let me edit it real quick. Because yeah, it has at higher levels. Oh, level scaling, spell level, there we go.
Yeah, because of that, it's because we left.
There we go. Then I just what do I whisper? Seems betrayal will be all that you know.
Damn.
Yeah, good.
So it must
The afterlife.
take a wisdom saving throw minus 4 from it.
Alright.
Ooh.
A -2.
Okay, so that's 4d6 psychic damage.
Okay, so that's probably dead.
That's for 14 psychic damage.
Alright. You watch as you whisper into its mind. It's like its little like its cute little face droops, and then it just sort of turns into dust and dissipates against the ground.
Wait, how's the crowd reacting to this?
Oh
Do you have to
yeah, I
run the
forgot
crowd?
to.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead and give me 2 crowd rolls.
Just that dust in my foot from the afterlife. Damn, you really have to do me like that?
Ability check.
Yeah,
18 for the first one.
Ooh, even better.
Damn. 18 and a 21. They're loving this shit.
yeah, they can tell that you're clearly messing with these creatures' minds. Yeah, is that turn?
Yep.
Alright. The first guy, I'm still like uh, still looking between his unconscious friend and his unconscious enemy and his conscious enemy. He still has to make the choice.
What if he hit himself? It doesn't.
Alright, he goes after the dummy.
Rude.
Look, man, this is a good time to be crashing.
Oof.
The 13, does that hit it? Yes.
Minimum damage, though.
I don't know how much damage the dummy can take, though.
More than 3, probably.
Actually, did I have to make it so that you guys can see the bars?
Or I've been able to see this in my.
I wonder how I. Oh, there. Alright, yeah, get that. The other one is still asleep. And it will remain asleep until something wakes it up. So, nobody.
Isn't this my last turn?
Yes.
Hmm.
Another digital whispering.
Wait, what do you mean last turn?
It's only for 3 turns.
Yeah, this is round 3.
Oh, so he has to get the thing and escape in that time frame.
Yeah, he has to basically save the commoner from getting killed in a small amount of time.
I mean, so yeah, one's gonna remain asleep unless provoked. So if you could take out or in some other way incapacitate that last remaining.
He also break
Okay. I'm gonna do one more dissonant whisper at level 3. Look around you as you betrayed the ones you've loved.
Let's roll a.
If I had my druthers, I'd rather not fight nobody in the arena.
The 7.
Roll them dice.
Do I really want to be that guy?
Yes.
Should I empower this one?
Do your thing.
Okay. Well, here's the
Hold on,
thing.
I have to roll it for it first.
I'm gonna say nobody would probably absolutely go overkill. He invites chaos.
5d6. I
13.
am going to re-roll that. Hold on, let me see what went into it.
Make sure you have enough sorcery points.
It's a 1-2-2-6-2.
Let's re-roll 2 of the 2s and 1 of the 1.
So
3d6.
you're rolling up to 5. So currently there are 8. There's 8 left over.
3d.
Ooh. 21.
Oof.
Yeah. The second one essentially the same as the first. There's you watch as their cute little puppy dog face. He looks around and then stares up into the sky as their form dissipates into nothingness. Nobody.
So, like, I don't want to be myself.
I did essentially made a betray on its betray brethren.
All right, and at that point, the handlers come and collect the sleeping method.
No, I must kill that one. I don't need a revenge plot. I'm just...
All right, like the inspector comes out. He looks at it, and then he looks at the arm of the dummy and sees that big scratch. And he declares it superficial. So you get to move on to the next round.
You know what I guess
What?
you should have quickened past me.
I don't have mending. But that would have been funny.
Alright, yeah, brother.
Alright, 9 people made it to the next round.
Everybody will take a bow with his artifact like a hat. Make his leave.
Alright, from that you get
Oh.
2 small. Oh no. What's their CR? Sorry. Alright, so you get 1 small bloodstone from killing the 2 death methods.
I guess it's...
Did you doom their souls forever?
No. Just broke their minds is all.
No, no. I don't remember. Does her blood magic do anything to their soul? They purely by
Or the curse? The curse doesn't doom their soul, as far as I remember. It more or less drains away the essence energy. Their soul should be okay.
And even if so, nobody wouldn't really care.
wait, I just didn't know if the gods.
And do you think nobody cares what the gods think?
But it might affect their
But I had some down about this. About what the blood crystals replicate.
Ugh.
I'll find it later.
All right. With that, the day's festivities are ended, and today is a feast day.
Alright?
Um, Let me change the music to match.
Feelings. I let one of them hit them.
I don't get cocky. I don't need you having to do that.
All right, so guys, there's a grand feast going on in the city. Like different factions have set out their feast tables and invited their friends and allies to come and feast with them. You guys are invited to the nobles table from those that helped out with the wedding. You guys get an invite to the nobles feast, which is a better prepared meal. You also get to rub elbows with a lot of the more important people in the city. You got um, well, there's also the Merchants Guild feast, which is Charles Debonair is currently invited to.
So wait, I'm invited to this too?
Yes.
So
Um,
Dubbat would be within the normal crowds, though.
And then um, the college, which has a table that they've been inviting scholars and whatnot to from various locations. If you
Okay.
would like to go there. Um,
Sure, I'll do that.
then you also have the Adventurers Guild has probably the biggest table where they are presenting I mean, creatures that they've caught and butchered for just such an occasion.
Yeah, Dubbat will go with the bard table.
Think Simon's gonna go with the Adventurers Guild.
Right. So they have, uh, who all would go to the adventures to what tables?
So Dubbat's to the bard.
Right. So you're
Simon's
going
to
that
to,
adventurer.
depends. Are Debonair's friends here?
yeah.
Then what I'd probably do is before heading to the party, while we're letting out of the
Okay.
stadium,
Yeah.
I would have probably given someone who would visit the adventure school Oh, a note for the guild master, which reminds me, I am going to need to use my forgery kit for this.
Alright, go ahead and roll for it.
Just to clarify, this is still the same day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yesterday was the festival of colors where they threw the colored pigments around. And today is the festival of the harvest. So it's a lot of feasting. And some groups in the city they fast for a week up until the festival. So very big. It's a very big deal. This part of the festival.
Yeah.
Um, for
Okay.
the roll your forger's kit.
It's not going into the thing. Can you try adding it? It's not letting me
Let's see
switch
if I,
it.
Bless? Bless you. Oh,
Zoom time.
bless you. May the power Christ compel you, child.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
that worked.
Go ahead. I don't know why it's not letting me
Bless you.
do anything with.
Again?
I just give a d20 roll.
yeah.
But
Whatever um ability score you're using for it.
yeah, I'll be using intelligence.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
But yeah, after her spending all night, he like reading this guy's notes and practicing and recreating his handwriting, and
Uh,
you're you're
quick
able.
question.
Hmm.
I'm not copying Debonair's writing. I'm copying not Oni's tiefling, the owner of the restaurant guy.
Oh.
I'm copying his handwriting.
Hmm. Yeah, you have been writing in his notebook all this time, so oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll give that to someone to pass to him. Yeah, preferably someone in our group that's heading back to the party.
Honestly, there's not really much reason for nobody to be there other to see if there's chaos. But,
Speaking
huh,
of,
say. I
Oh,
so.
alright.
But
Uh,
on my tape where I'm going to be just moving with this for a good bit of the night until I finally get off to sleep.
right.
I guess nobody would just sit with one of y'all. Just he doesn't need to eat, so it's not really much use for him being there.
I mean, you could always just head back to the tent.
And miss out all the fun.
Well, and I guess it depends which table do you think is going to be the most fun, the Adventurers Guild or the... Actually, I don't know if you'd be invited to the Bard's College one. So,
I guess.
Uh,
Which one's Simon going to?
Simon is going to the Adventurers Guild one.
I guess I'll go to the Adventure Guild.
The other thing that a quick question. While I'm doing that, is Simon gonna be able to keep an eye on you're a bad guy?
You're she seems to be going to the nobles. Who's one? From
Okay.
the crowd that she's around.
So I assume since Anna has handed basically a note to Simon since he's going to the Adventurers Guild anyway, right?
Yeah, give it.
Okay. Simon will kind of whisper to no, not nobody, Ma and their guys. Keep an eye on that one. Let me know when they leave. While kind of like gesturing over at her.
Mana will let me know, and I'll send the message.
Your call is actually going to hear it on top of just looking out for members of the other.
Alright? I want to. Simon will kind of shrug and be like, besides, I wanted to speak with Avesuma anyway.
All right. Where's Picard going to go?
I assume to the nobles' table since she helped at the wedding.
Well, that doesn't mean she necessarily wants to sit over there.
Yeah, that's true.
She can find people she's familiar with. She'll go towards them.
I guess it depends on Picard's preference at that point. Most of the group is at the Avengers.
Is that what? You cut out.
Most of the group is at the Avengers.
At the which table?
The
Adventure.
Adventurers table.
Then I guess she'll just go over there.
Okay.
Alex.
I'm surprised you turned down an invite from the nobles' table, Picard.
Why would I want to sit up there? This seems like it'd be a lot more fun.
Maybe?
Oh no, buddy, you really had me going there during your fight.
I will not lie. Bit strenuous.
Ah. Still won though, that's all that matters.
They still managed to get a hit in.
A hit.
So,
A hit, motherfucker. You killed 2 of them.
one of them even.
I've never seen something die and turn to dust before.
Well, that's because they're dust method.
What?
They're technically made of dust, but
Oh,
but
you did some weird magic to him.
oh no. All I did was break their mind.
That,
But it was
that's
quite
even better.
funny. Though it was quite funny when one of the I didn't even tell that one to put the other to sleep. They did that on their own.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen the little satyr girl? Actually, I have a gift for her.
A Darby? Not too sure.
Yeah.
Adarpi is currently.
The last time I was supposed to be headed to I got done talking to Kavik Tuma, and I was, I guess, gonna go find Nissa and see if they wanted to head out, because we were given the okay. And then I was gonna check back.
Okay. Um.
Let's check it back in with Simon.
Right. So you're. All right. So Nissa gets called away by one of her old friends, and something seems to be going on with their group of orphans.
Just leaving the kid alone.
A group of orphans.
Yeah, the group of orphans that Nissa is a part of. Something's going on with one of them,
Right
and
back here. They left your son alone.
Well, do I know about the issue, or not the issue itself, but that Nissa was
Hopefully the bread golems are good babysitters.
yes or no?
no, it's discussed in hush terms.
Well, okay, well, if I don't know, then I'm gonna, I
Um,
guess, go and try and find Simon.
yeah. As you're going, you notice that there's a very pompous looking child that seems to just be walking behind you.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
A child,
Yeah.
just,
Yari.
just walking behind.
Yeah, he seems to just be following you.
I'll make a game of it. I'll go zigzag. I'll walk very, 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 very slowly and then I'll walk really quickly, and then I'll stop and see if he'll crash into me. Is he keeping up?
Yeah, he's keeping up. He seems to be incredibly worn out from the all the extra.
So when I stop, does he notice?
Yeah, he notices.
I'll turn around and ask, what is he doing?
Well, you're in charge of me, right? My father said that you people are supposed to be eh, watching over me and teaching me how things are done in these streets.
That's not how I said it. I guess he's picking up the window.
Um, your father sent you me?
No, I was following the weird rat person, and then she told me to follow you.
Oh, okay. Um, can you keep up?
I don't. You should just walk slower. Where are we going anyway?
I don't know.
Well,
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. It's supposedly a holiday, and I don't. It's not one I know of, but the people here seem to be eating at these tables, and I don't know where I'm supposed to be because father hasn't returned.
Okay. So I'll take. Um, do I know what table I'm supposed to be going to?
Um, you got invited to the Adventurers Guild table and the Nobles table.
Um, I'll go to the nobles table with him.
Okay.
Which means that Kiari should be able to see him.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So, uh,
Is this what he
Charles
meant to
Debonair, there, you watch as your child walks into the area of the Nobles table that is currently seated it it over by a Darpy and in the rest of the nobles from that wedding. You're guessing you weren't really part of all of that.
Question. What time of day is it?
It's late in the afternoon, like the sun is setting currently, as the heads of each table are giving their like toast and whatnot. It,
I'll quietly self on my bread and head over.
be?
some elves are just built different, I guess.
It is quite a surprise. You three.
Oh, father, is this where we were supposed to meet?
Not necessarily. I was going to meet up with you after the festivity. I
And
figured you would. I figured you would see me by
well, the food here is so
then.
much better than what we've been eating.
You will certainly have a lot.
What has he been feeding?
Well, we mostly eat like um things like sandwiches and, and um stuffed buns, um bread pudding, you know, stuff that we can use with the leftover bread from the shop. Father said that it was easier to save money just eating leftover bread than spending extra money to buy a the food like other merchant families do.
Well, I mean, your father knows best. He's the one who has to provide for you. Would you rather starve?
I mean, I guess not.
So,
I'll check
enjoy it
on
now.
it.
Enjoy it now. Be thankful later.
Miss,
I'll put a couple of more
Miss, this is
desserts on
not
the
the
plate.
time. How are you feeling? Have you been resting throughout the day?
I've been fine, Father. You don't have to dote on me. I'm not a child anymore.
You are definitely still a
Definitely still a
and
child.
you're
You're
only
definitely still
recently
a child. You
and
can't
you're
even
only
provide
recently
your own
recovered.
pudding.
We need to ensure that your recovery is going smooth. You don't want to relapse.
Maybe get him something other than bread. As I plop two more desserts. Right?
Have you guys been stopping regularly to eat?
Um, I stole an apple earlier.
Uh,
So you're teaching me to feel, and I
You
look at him.
stole an apple.
Well, I guess I was haggling thing, and I asked for them to give me the apple for free. He said, "Get lost, kid." I kicked him in the shin, took the apple, and ran over to the skunk girl that you had watching me.
So I
I
believe you have a fundamental misunderstanding of what haggling.
Well,
that
that's not my fault. Look, you didn't hire a good enough teacher.
oh no,
Did she
your
demonstrate?
dad
Did
the
she
best.
demonstrate haggling? Did she demonstrate haggling in this one?
Yes, he said that haggling is asking for the price that you want and then negotiating for getting it, and that's what I did.
Did you watch her do it?
Of course, Father, I'm not blind.
And
And
how
here's,
much did she ask?
I don't
Your
know, I
kids got
wasn't paying attention.
mm,
But there's your issue. Hmm? Hmm? You didn't pay attention to the other context around the circle, and that's what led to your attempt at haggling to attempt at making that distinction is important if you want to keep all your limbs.
You wouldn't let them cut my hand off, would you, Father?
out with. I mean, he wouldn't.
I would do everything within my power to prevent it.
Maybe
But
not.
So,
You
so
give
what's the
your
problem?
your
the problem is, as you gain the ability to move around more, I'm not always going to be around. I'll protect you,
I would hope you have that common sense.
too. Especially since for the medicine and that I provided you earlier, I'm going to need to head out into the desert it, to to help pay off some of the expenses.
You're going away again. That's not fair.
life isn't fair, my child.
How do you know the definition of fair, does he?
You're not at that table, I don't think.
As I put two more desserts on his plate.
And I'm going to take both of the desserts.
That's not fair.
Did he ask for these desserts?
Are Are you complaining? Do you want desserts?
He's still in recovery.
I asked him.
I mean, I like desserts.
See, but I guess we have no. He says no desserts. There's chocolate milk over there.
Dorothy, I appreciate your energy,
Am I
but
getting touch him?
you need to, but these things need to be tasted. I never said he could not have dessert. Simply that he should not be overloaded with.
Mhm. Mhm.
That sounds an awful lot like I can't have desserts, Father.
I thought so too. I want to say it out loud.
Dorothy, please, act right.
Act your age, kid.
I'm pretty sure she
I,
is.
you not remember how old I am?
I'm not even at the same table. Like you want to keep pretending you're an adult, yet you can keep acting like a kid.
I'm
Pick
mature
one.
from, or I'm not mature for my age. I don't really know.
Dorothy's age changes.
Yeah, well, that's
Well,
the
I'm
most
not
age
in
you can
actually
lose out
age,
of
so we're also
doing that.
confusing. Okay. But anyway, back in game. Nissa, I assume you're still watching over.
This is not there.
This is gone.
Yeah, and this
Oh.
had disappeared into the aether.
I do have some business to take care of, but I had Dorothy. Would you mind continuing to watch him and also slowing down the amount of sugar that you give me, please?
She's muted.
By the way, has Simon delivered the?
Uh,
Yeah,
yes, it's
we can swing over to the adventurer's table, which is filled to the brim with the most.
We're already at the Avengers table.
No, this
No, they were
was.
at the Noble's table.
Yeah.
That's why I said you weren't at that table. Those three are at the Noble's table, along with maybe Bakari.
Bakari is not there.
Okay.
Bakari's at the Adventurers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. You guys are treated to. Well, the noble's table was filled with the most refined of dishes. Some meals that, like a beef Wellington that was as slow cooked for 5 days. He's just like being sliced as very, very thin and and served on everyone's plates with this like this very um, umami filled gravy that has been slow cooked for from the past is 5 years and aged perfectly with and it's paired with a nice dry wine and all the fanciness. The Adventurers Guild table is like the exact opposite. There's just like a giant desert boar just flour like skinned and grilled and just plopped on the center of the biggest table Oh, and everyone's just laughing and drinking and having a raucous time.
Hmm. All lacking formality, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
All right. What Harry asked me?
I asked you to continue to watch over him because I have some business that I need to take care of urgently, and that
Well,
you would please slow down on the sugar.
unless you're willing to go with me, I have to
You will
keep
be,
running,
you will
doing
be
stuff.
properly, you will be properly compensated.
I'll bring him with me then. All right. I'll tell
Might have
him
had a
you go and finish up eating here, and we have to head out.
yeah, might have had a better time at the bard's table.
What am I? I'm not just I'm not teaching him anything like more, right?
You weren't told to teach him anything, so.
Cool. Just watch him. All right, kid. Finish up eating, and then we gotta go.
What? But we just walked halfway across the city.
I didn't walk halfway across the city. I've been here almost all morning. I'll introduce the nobles in the booth.
Well, no, you got so essentially how these are set up. There are certain areas in the city that are just big open areas where different groups of people are gathered. Right now, you guys are just inside the castle walls. Well, at
So you
the
at the table.
yeah, it's a big table that's set up outside for people to eat at and enjoy each other's company. This particular table, is set up inside the just inside the castle walls in the big courtyard.
Okay.
The Adventurers Guild table is set up on the street outside the Adventurers Guild,
Okay.
and
I'm not there.
the college's table is set up in the library where everyone is quite quietly eating and chatting about their latest research papers and whatnot.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you said I'm at the nobles table though,
Yes.
right?
Hmm.
So is there this?
Sorry, you got cut off. What were you saying?
Is there one else sitting at the table with us?
Yeah, it's the in well, not in the party, but in general, there's the people that your cousin and his wife.
I can't introduce.
You can.
That's what I was saying.
All right, so
If we're
yeah,
still at the table, I'm introducing him to those at the table, so that he's, this little kid sitting there eating, and they have no clue they didn't invite him.
all right, so yeah, you introduce him to the people you know. Oh, but meanwhile, at the adventurers table, everyone, Simon, you would be arriving here at around this point. I mean,
Right.
where like a lot of the partying at this area has gotten into full swing.
See,
Hmm.
imagine with nobody and Picari in tow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Well, guess he's gonna go and kind of look around, try and find. Gonna go over to Kave Suma. I assume he's pretty recognizable.
Yeah, he's pretty recognizable. But before you can make it to him, another figure jumps in front of the view. It's the old guy that you guys met uh, over a year ago in the caverns. He sort of pops
Ah,
into view. Ah, look at you. You guys are making waves, aren't you?
Zoran?
No, the old pirate guy,
Oh, shit! Damn it!
Zeta.
Where the... I have them in my notes.
Angrily opening notebooks.
It's Zeta. I'm old man Zeta.
Old man Zeta. Yeah, sorry. Hey, how you been?
Ah, I've just been around town. My daughter's been really laying into me lately for not having work and whatnot. But I'm retired. I shouldn't have to put food on the table. I did that for 50 years and I don't want to do it no more.
Well, whoever gets two on your case, I'd have something for you in a bit.
Oh, what
Yeah,
you.
I'll talk to you about it in a moment. Private matter.
Ooh, private matters. If it's about asking me for my daughter's hand in marriage, I'm afraid you won't be getting it from me. Yeah, I think she's solidly been decided that she's not going to worry about those kinds of things.
Oh, nothing like that.
Oh, okay, man.
Things not good.
Another guy being like, you fucking asshole. Uh, yeah, I'll catch up with you in just a minute.
All right, all right. Don't be a stranger now. And he
I won't.
wanders off.
Nobody will just like uh bend over and whisper to Bakari, "Do you remember that guy?"
She's gonna shake her head.
Oh. Oh, never mind. I'll. Weird. Oh, give him a break. Right to be a little eccentric.
Mm.
Right. Simon will continue to try and get to Kamisum.
Okay.
Much of that, like, light wave. Excuse me, pardon me. Going through.
Yeah, there's quite a few people.
Other than, like, trying to bulldoze his way through.
While you're doing that, me and Bakari will help find seats for us.
Alright. Guys, let me know if things are intense.
Oh, I do hope so.
Five gold.
Okay.
There's gonna be a brawl in the next 2 hours.
All you gotta do is throw a chair, man. Yeah, the fight starts.
Don't even need to throw a chair.
No, I use my last two sorcery points to cast a spell and make someone just go crazy.
You just cast enemies everywhere. Enemies abound again.
No, I don't have enough sorcery points for that.
Uh,
I think that would be if they found out.
I mean, how many people in the city know that spell?
Alternatively, you could just throw something at somebody really hard and then point at somebody else.
I mean, literally, just take one of the cups, beam it at somebody at the back of somebody's head, and then point to the biggest guy that within pointing range.
I mean, I'm not gonna be eating the food. Just load up the spoon and just catapult it.
Moon, two.
You know what? This feast is boring. Kara, you're just gonna see nobody start loading up a spoon.
Start doing what?
Loading up a spoon.
She's gonna give you a side eye.
Find some random person in the crowd. Doing.
Alright, roll an attack roll.
Oh, this might go horribly
Simon, at the moment, there's absolutely nothing to worry about.
wrong. Kavesuma gets hit in the side of the head.
Above games, I've made a terrible mistake.
Plot twist, you find out that at this point, he's vulnerable to all things getting hit with magic.
Okay, how do y'all do attack again? I don't do many martial attacks.
Just roll a d20.
My dex.
There's never been a more spellcaster thing said than how do you do it?
Plus, I think it's 3? Hold on. Oh no, it's 2. Miss.
Yeah, you sling some food off into the crowd, and then someone looks up at you. Oh, hey, it's a feasting day. Keep the food on the table and in your belly.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was that guy over there.
I saw what you did. I might be drunk, but I'm not blind.
Are you sure? You may be seeing double.
The day is a sacred day. Don't do anything dumb.
Dang it. I'm not even allowed to roll deception.
Nat 20?
Oh,
Are you
no.
sure? Are you sure about that?
I'm sure about it. Well, I think I ate too
I
much.
think he's dying of alcohol poisoning.
Like he winds up just throwing up all over the floor and just passing out.
Jeez.
They're ready to load up another spoon.
This is why I didn't go to the adventurers table.
This time, I'm gonna use a bit of stealth.
Well, before that, let's get to the conversation. And so, little Simon, you're
Make chaos.
I'm gonna deafen for just a minute, so ping me if it gets around to my turn.
okay. Like Kabeshima, he's sort of just sitting there. Or, he's currently talking to that Daya girl who's the daughter of the guy you just met, and she's like just rubbing her temples and just looking very tired.
Oh, what's up?
Like she looks at you with her one good eye, with a exacerbated look. Nope. She stands up and just
What?
walks away.
What did I do?
I think you came out up with a little bit too much energy. Now, what brings you to meet me?
Ah, Miss Suma. Actually, I got a letter from a friend to deliver.
A letter from a friend. What kind of friend? Is
Yeah.
this a special friend? Or a secret friend?
I,
Or is it one of those friends that you don't tell people about? One of those friends. Are they trying to get you to join a cult?
no. No. Uh, they're a they're a noble. But I figured you should have this anyway.
Well, no, I don't think the only guy's a noble.
No, but the letter is from you, and
No,
you.
I would. No, I would have looked like him when I gave you the letter.
Oh, okay. It's from your slight edit then, I guess, Keontae.
Mhm.
It's from your restaurant friend, I think. He
Ah,
didn't exactly tell me what it was for, but just that I should give it to you.
alright. Let me see. Hmm.
Here you go.
Alright, what does the letter say? Kiara?
All right, please.
I, I'm trying to. It simply says, "I can't take this racket anymore. Uh, This constant noise in here. Tonight I go fishing.
Hmm. He gets a very disturbed look on his face. That old fool. Well, this isn't the time to be reckless. Hmm. My,
Something wrong?
it seems like he's trying to do something, and that's outside of his abilities. He's been retired for so long. I doubt he could even hmm, put up a proper fight.
Oh
It's
well.
it's basically suicide.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but I don't think he was much to look at in terms of that.
Damn!
Um, hmm.
Of course.
He is a retired adventurer. He's just been out of the game for a little while.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hmm.
I guess another reason why I came here is, well, I've been, as you probably saw earlier today, participating in some of the arena matches, and I wanted to know if you had any pointers or any opponents I should look out for.
Well, I hear they, they caught one of those those southern rabbit creatures. You know, the ones with the pouches. You don't really find many of them around here. So it's strange for Now that I found it, it's very. I think that they're saving it for tomorrow's matches, the one-on-one in bouts.
Don't say.
It would not be an advantageous this matchup for you to confront such a creature.
How so?
They're fast on their feet. They are very strong, and they punch very quickly.
Huh. Okay. Alright. Well, that's everything. But if you need me to go and lend hand with your friend, I'll be more than happy.
This might have to be something that I do myself.
Oh, I'll stay out of the way then. Your reputation kind of.
Uh, It's a reputation run over many years of hard adventuring.
Yeah.
Uh, Unlike my hey, cousin, uh, I didn't get to go to the noble school.
There's a school for nobles?
Yes, it
I
trains
thought you had to
you.
be born into that.
You're a funny man.
Oh, while I'm here, you got this new drink from a vendor a while back. I haven't tried it. Want some?
Hmm. I don't know. I haven't really been drinking as much as I used to.
Well, look over at the bottle. Like I'm gonna do anything to it if you want.
Uh,
Okay, fuck, that was the most suspicious.
hmm. No, I think I'll be fine then. But if you you go about your business. If I have a few things to look into.
Alright, later.
Wait,
Have a good one.
before you go, I think
Mhm.
you and your friends need to talk to young Miss Dea over there. She
Oh,
seems to have some concerns about what's some rumors in the city.
alright. I'll go and talk to her. I gotta talk with her old man anyway, so.
Well, you do well. You do well.
I'll do my best. Can't make you any more pro.
All right. So,
As a
um,
piece of food just weighs past.
all right. What is Picari and I guess also nobody doing him while Simon's talking to the guild master.
Well, I don't know if Bakari's gonna stop him.
Stop him from what? Causing food fights?
Boop. Ah! There's a reason why I'm not a marshal.
We all have things good.
Like
Good at
you, you throw more food on the ground. So, a couple of people see it and they're like they give you some weird looks, but they don't bother you about it too bad.
Hmm. Do you have better aim, Bakari?
Maybe.
Would you like to create some chaos?
Akari's looking down, the temptation.
Obviously, this food is.
It's like one of those choices in a Telltale game.
Let me help sweeten it up.
Remember,
This is
Paragon
Rapidly
until
press X
death.
to no.
Obviously, the food is definitely not your standard. Should we really be eating this? Boar? This unseasoned boar?
There's salt and pepper and some random spices and fruit that went into its grilling. It's not like
See,
unseasoned.
the ingredients are so boring.
How do I roll attack?
Oh no! Oh, come on, man! Oh well. This is
How do I roll this?
You just roll.
just roll a dexterity check.
I'm actually going to cast Prestidigitation as like a little distraction, as like little fireworks just start popping around the table.
A couple of people clap. Um, with the 12, you do manage to hit someone with it. They're going to look around.
Nobody's gonna act like he's shocked and just point at like the person across the table. Hold on. Deception. Yo. Fuck. Oh well, that's actually not too bad. Damn it! They rolled
They narrow,
one.
they narrow their eyes, and you watch as this person stands up to their full 10-foot tall frame, as is Goliath stomps over. Do do through that.
Well. Okay. I was trying to cover for my friend. It was actually them, as he points to the opposite side. Picari's like sitting next to nobody, but he's pointing to the other side of him, whoever's sitting by him.
The sleeping guy from earlier.
Oh. He's acting.
oh no!
Akari's like holding in. She's like biting her tongue so hard right now.
I have to lie my ass out of this.
I believe.
19. Okay.
You believe in yourself? Watch him get it.
Shut up, Kiari. The suspense. Hello?
Whoa.
Like they're just looking, they're squinting.
What the fuck?
You lied
Oh,
to
no.
Wait, no, that was
me.
Sarah.
Oh no, wait, you're rolling Sarah's.
Did I roll? Well, it's still just a d20 plus that person's wisdom modifier. It just, I guess I clicked on Picari last. Unselect.
What in the world is going on?
He,
I don't know.
like you see, he takes his giant hand and places it on her tiny, tiny shoulder. And he leans down and whispers in your ear, "Do not bother me again, or I will break your twig arms."
Okay.
Don't threaten me with a good.
Like he goes back to his seat.
Well, that didn't really get the desired results.
That was kind of funny though.
It was. It was hilarious. Should we do it again?
Probably not.
Fine. As nobody goes ahead and does it again. Not to the guy, the same guy.
All right.
Not.
This will be around when Simon's coming back with drinks.
Hey,
He just sees
what are
him.
y'all up to?
Nat 1, I think that was.
Never mind.
So you see nobody. He fills up their spoon with food. Who like the greasiest of gravy. He on top of the biggest chunks of various vegetables and potatoes. And they pull the spoon back to launch it, and they let go, and it just flips over and clatters on the table in front of them.
Ugh.
Dang.
You can see this isn't the first one of these things.
Okay. Alright. No, I've been called a barbarian before, but you are very messy, even by those standards.
Like you look at
I have no idea what you're talking about as nobody just wipes his hand on the drunken guy's back.
like you look across the table. Oh, there's this one adventurer lady who's just has been watching this whole thing go down, and she's like, see, it looks like she's concerned whether you have the ability to um, use a spoon, but she doesn't want to say anything.
Simon's just gonna mouth, I'm sorry.
Hey, you should keep your thoughts to yourself.
You just fucking look at her. You just. Okay. Anyhow, I was talking with probably a minute ago, and Simon is drinking at this moment, and he's offered some to Picari and nobody as well. And he says we should probably talk to yeah.
Hear you.
And why? As you just see nobody
Everybody's
just
eating dinner.
start lifting up his
Are you
plate.
good at taking care of all your chores? You're taking care of all your
Nobody's about to
chores?
smash.
Okay.
Yes, one.
And
Yes, one.
Simon's just gonna like gently take the plate away,
Hey,
put it back on the table.
nobody grabs it again.
I'm just gonna deafen again because it sounds like he's up to shenanigans.
It's we're doing. That's look. It might be related to that. To you and your merry band of misfits.
Well, that's very rude to call them.
Yes, but not inaccurate.
No, you're not wrong. As nobody just dumps the food onto, or like puts the plate like face down onto the drunk guy. Wow, he
No,
doesn't do anything.
I will just fucking go and do it myself. I will leave.
Yeah, if this is the level of maturity he
Yes! I got him to join the chaos.
No, what I meant was I'll go and talk to Dea myself, not. Someone's like, I
Oh,
swear
no,
to
I
God,
was
if you're still doing this when I get back.
Oh, I was gonna go with. I was just getting rid of the food. I don't need it anyway. It's better he have it.
Damn it, man!
Picard's just
People could have
silently
ate that.
Picard's just silently
Motherfucker!
He can eat it when he
watching
wakes
this.
up. If he wakes up.
Oh my.
Nobody just pokes him.
How did. But yeah. Yeah, fuck it. Dante, I'm drinking the entirety of the purple haze.
The whole thing.
Yes, the whole fucking thing.
Alright.
But
This is
Though-
gonna get interesting.
though a Darpy is nowhere near you, please tell me what the purple haze is.
I don't know, but I know that it's alcohol, and Simon is not.
Oh dear.
Can you leave a Darpy, just a side thought? Like,
You're a child.
dang,
Yeah, you are kidding. Simon is the one person who is like, no matter what, that's a kid. It's not an adult. Of game Keontae, I have no idea other than this thing is alcohol. I have no idea how big it is, how small it is, what's in it.
It's a sample bottle of Purple Haze, a alcoholic beverage that comes from Knox. It's a special wine that's made from these blood grapes that grow on one of the northern islands of Knox. It also has a very slight relaxative effect on the person in who eats the grape. But when the grape is, boiled and reduced down and then fermented, that makes the effect a little bit more. Okay. So it's one of those alcohols that you just want to sit there and drink and sip, and it just mellows you out for a while.
I was all of it.
All right.
Oh dear. That looks magically enhanced.
magically delicious.
Alright, you fucking coming or what?
Oh, that was quick. This should be in. Would you like to come with, Bakari?
Sure, why not?
So, above game. Dante, like, I don't need to roll for consequences of this or severity, like, kind of thing, do I?
You do need to make a Constitution save for um, how much this is affecting you.
Okay. Fair enough. Saving throw. Normal one. 15.
Dang, I almost wished you did roll a 1.
All right, so uh, yeah, you're fairly good. You have like this slight buzz about your head. It's like hey, everything that you're hearing is coming through a megaphone.
Am I getting a ping?
Alright.
I don't know.
Okay, let's go and, go have a chat with Dea.
All right, so
okay.
you find Dea. She's sort of poring over some notes from a notebook.
Hmm.
And
Alright.
she doesn't seem to be joining in the festivities.
Hey, Dea. Hello?
No, I don't want to drink. I'm busy.
Oh, no, I'm not
Nobody
here
will,
about that.
nobody will poke his head like from the side of Simon and say, "I heard you have some grievances."
Grievances? I wouldn't say they're grievances.
I think inquiries is the right word.
What were
Also, have you guys been able to hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I've... Yeah, we're here about your...
About what?
We're here about your concerns.
Oh. Well, fine. I guess if I'm guessing you were sent by the guild master.
Yep.
Well, fine. And um, I recently found out that there's assassins coming after my younger sister, and
Oh dear.
I've been trying to figure out how to keep her safe, but she doesn't seem to want to talk to me very much.
Can you speak up?
She just wants her freedom. She wants to just roam around the city and do her own thing.
And something wrong with that?
Well, when you have assassins coming after you, oh, that's kind of not a good thing to do.
Oh, I get it. Um, just to be clear, what's your sister's name?
It doesn't really matter that much. It's just, ever since we were children, she's been hmm, rather been spoiled.
Uh,
She, she always got the, she always got the, clothes that she wanted. If she wanted a new saber, father usually he found a way to get her a brand new one. Although mine had been sitting rusted and unkempt when I got it. Clear favoritism. But, but well, that's what happens when you spoil a child. Now she's taken everything. I don't even get part of my inheritance. What? What?
Then why do you want to stop the assassin?
What?
Before the cats.
I see that now. What happened?
Are
I'm
you
sorry.
saying something,
Are you
Kevin?
saying something? Because you're getting
He
like
was driving
quieter and
down
quieter.
the back road. I couldn't see anything.
Mm, I'll have to check it out.
It looks like they're on. I was slightly panicky, but I was good.
Do you think it was because of your glasses?
It was black. I clicked the hide beams
Hello?
and everything was magic. It went
they're
from black
discussing things.
Mm.
I couldn't see anything. And
But
the cars were coming
if
in
you want to reach out
like
to me, I will do.
flashing lights at me. But then by the time I got to where it looked like a flash, it was a bump. So I thought maybe just a bump. So I wasn't sure what the lights were.
Okay,
Really?
I'll check them out in a
Really?
second.
What this is? I mean, I guess while this is happening, Mono, not Mono, nobody will just reach out to Mono. What's going on with you? I'm in a pretty boring conversation.
What?
Well,
Sorry.
Charles has made his part, and now a vengeful old man will embark on a crusade.
Sounds fun.
One thing I have noticed is just you can always find the siren if you look hard enough.
All right,
That's
sorry.
true.
All right. She's going to roll something real quick. Just to see how much she trusts Simon.
It's either a lot or not at all.
She trusts you with her life.
But my
How
sister,
much does Darby trust Simon?
my sister works for the Noxian in Navy, and a lot of their people have been getting assassinated lately by people. Initially, we thought it was that blue bull figure, since they attempted to assassinate the what's his name, that elf with the big burn on his face.
Hmm.
The guy who has no.
But you know
Hey,
that that didn't really amount to much. no one's been able to figure out where the blue pool is and when she's going to show up.
Yeah. Don't get a really large bounty out on them. You'd think with a reward that enticing, people would be lining up, waiting to get them.
He's the problem is he's very defensive. Something
I feel
something about that scar he got a couple years ago. Well, he hasn't been out in the public eye as much. Not intended. Intended.
mm, well, I failed to see any relevant.
Well, well, just be on the lookout. Well, the Noxian Navy might not be the best of entities, and their port authority is kind of have been fairly oppressive recently. I think that it, there are still some good people among its ranks, and I don't think that every Noxian should be offed. But some people are just doing it because they need to eat at the end of the day.
Once again, I will reiterate: what relevance does this have if us?
Well, I just want you guys. Oh, you were sent over to me to hear my woes. So I assume that you were going to come, um, you know, and hear me out.
I'll hear you
I'm
out.
listening.
Oh, what? Are you wanting me to give you a little job, a little quest? Just go protect my sister, and I'll give you 500 gold.
You don't have to say it like that, much less offer money.
Well, you
Have any?
I'm just saying, I'll, I'll, you guys are looking over here and coming and staring at me. You spill my guts, and then you're just being blasé about everything. How would you feel if your um crow friend didn't had a big hit out on his head?
Huh?
People put heads out on each other all the time. Normal. People lie,
Pretty sure
cheat,
they can handle it.
steal, kill. How things are. Sometimes get in the way. Sometimes they get paid, sometimes they don't. I'm doing this because Kaveh asked me to. That's the only angle I've got.
Hmm.
I only came here because I thought it had some relevance.
Forgive him, he's kind of a jackass sometimes.
Oh, the compliment.
Hmm.
Kari's cool though.
There is one other thing that I could use a bit of help with if you must stay in my presence.
You're getting quiet again.
If there is one thing, if I need someone to go to a room for me,
Go to a room. for you.
Or our room, the city of our room. Have you not? How actually have you ever left the city? Oh,
No.
it's the next city over. You have to go through that sand wall thing.
And why do we need to go to our room?
Well, there, there's a priest over there that I need to make contact with so that I can get a old injury healed. They say that he can grant any miracle if you have enough coin, and if it's coin, I have plenty.
Uh,
Right.
Because of course that's what the gods want. More coin to fill their...
Uh, it's more. He's a priest of Jinshu, the god of teaching and wealth.
I've heard. They're popular in the Long Empire, which surprises me that I've heard their name here.
Well, wherever money flows, those Jinshu's priest will go, just to make sure that it's spent properly. If you ever start a business, having a Jinsu worshiper as accountant will probably net you more profit than you would normally get.
Ah yes, sign your soul away to a god just so you can make a little bit more coin that you could have made easily on your own. Sounds like a good blessing. We may be heading that way anyway. So,
Well, just be careful if you head out that way. There's two other city states in that area that are mm, at war.
ooh.
We don't say ooh like that.
Well, I can't resist it. The scales of fate are being tipped over there. It would be cool. It would be nice to see what it would be like once they've settled.
Well, so the two kings of those city states are at odds. And King Urbadeezer was has been warring against its King Ezra um, Cooper for the past 10 years now. So, but they've been off and on fighting, and we're in a warring season for them.
Hmm, sounds fun. Well, if there's not anything else, please excuse. As I am actually going to relay what word to Mana. Not a lot of
All right.
but it could be fun as well.
All right. Well, if that's everything, I'll let you get back to your party. For your notebook.
These are just plans to kidnap my sister.
What?
I told you she has assassins going after her. I gotta keep her safe some way. So I'm gonna kidnap her, tie her up, lock her away, and wait until this whole mess blows over. She'll thank me later.
Are you a dime novel villain?
Oh, what?
You know, like in the books. That's what bad guys do. They kidnap people and put them somewhere they don't want to be.
Well, she's going to want to be there. Uh, She doesn't want to die. At least I suspect she doesn't want to die.
And I insight this.
Yeah.
Is this just like a for real, oh, my sister's an idiot and doesn't know what to do? Or is this like a crazy like, overreaction?
I'm pretty
It's
sure
like,
if it has to result in kidnapping your own sister, I think it is a bit of an overreaction.
Okay, but to be fair, some people just be like, I'm just going to live my life regardless of what's going on.
Devin.
She seems just um, very straightforward with, and matter of fact, with these revelations.
hmm, got it. Alright then.
I mean, unless you want to help, if I think I could use maybe like 3 or 4 more hands on this. Maybe, well, if they end up having more guards on rotation now since there's been assassination, maybe like 5 or 6 more hands to help out.
I think I can get some people to help. But if that's what you really want.
Well, it'll make things a lot easier. Right now, it's only me and my father, and he's not the soberest person, and he also disapproves of this plan.
Hmm. Actually, come to think of it, I kind of lost him in the crowd. Where is he?
Where's him?
Her dad.
um,
Sorry, perfectly fine.
Zeta is currently sitting next to that Goliath, this fellow that from earlier, and is telling him the most hilarious story he, about this one time. They, while he was out at sea, came across his stone giant and stranded on an island.
Who's this stone guy?
Alright. Simon's like, alright, I'll see what I can do.
Mhm.
I'll leave.
Right. So, um, with that, is there anything anyone else needed to? Oh wait, Dobat.
Yeah, we should. Yep. 'Cause he's been pretty.
Hello.
He's.
All right. So, oh, like when you heard it was like a college dinner, you were thinking, "Oh, it's the bards." And they invited you because you're also a bard. But it turns out that it's like scholars. There's,
I don't have enough.
and like hey, people like professors and whatnot, historians, and they're just all sitting around. Their table is like decorated with like replicas of ancient relics, and they have a dinosaur, or they have a dinosaur steak on the table. It's like
Okay.
it's just really big cuts of dinosaur meat. That like the whole room is just people discussing different history things. And then it's like you and three other bards that are just hanging out that got invited to this.
The only reason you got invited was to actually just play.
Well, no, I got invited because I'm the history nerd.
I know. I'm just messing.
I'm guessing most of this is still more recent than my field.
Yeah, most of it is the like most of these people study the late first era stuff stuff as opposed to stuff that's just between 500 and 100 years ago, that kind of stuff, more recent stuff. If
Okay.
if well, you're looking back to the early first era stuff and the Age of Gods stuff. There's a few people like that here, but it's a lot harder to find those kind of relics because it's been so long. Um, like it's been tens of thousands of years and not
Okay.
really,
Well,
yeah.
so are any of these guys, even with the newer ones, studying like the magics of old?
There is a magic historian in present who's currently he speaking with a couple of other people. Well, they seem to be he their field of specialty is the the giant rune magic.
Eh.
She's
Uh,
she's a Leonin and scholar, wearing this like really he, this really fine looking jewelry and these big old round glasses on her on the tip of her nose.
okay. Here's another question.
Hmm.
I remember that um can well this is probably a newer question. Can I hide my curse mark? Can I make it like people can't see it?
Yeah, you can put a glove on or wrap it around, wrap some fabric
Okay,
around it.
I was gonna say like how with over in Titans, how I could make those marks disappear, just you couldn't see them. Just like normal, like you can look at the skin, but there's no mark there, kind of thing. But I guess we can't do that with these.
No.
Okay, so for now he'll have some gloves on. Actually, no. I think he has a wrap on his left arm right now. Let me double check something. I keep forgetting where I put that dragon mark. Do that. It is left wrist. So yeah. So he's gonna have basically both of his wrists wrapped. And he's gonna wait until there's an opportunity and try to approach them. Good evening.
She turns around. Ah, mm, I do not see many of your Earth folks this far south, or this
Yeah.
far north, depending on where you come from.
Brain fart. Brain fart. I think I'm pretty sure it's steps.
Yeah, you come from the steppes.
Yeah. Don't often need to call up my own character's backstory, so I tend not to remember sometimes. That and we had, especially with this character. Lower steps tundra.
Ah, uh, I am a Kali. I am a rune carver and a scholar of the ancient giant magics. What is your profession?
Zobats. I study the magics and the technology of the Age of Gods and beyond in the First Era.
Ah, you're one of those people. First era, the early first era and Age of God stuff is so rare these days. It's, most of it's locked in old city vaults that never to be seen again. And the few things that have been brought to museums aren't really worth much speaking of. The field doesn't have much interest in it right now. I'm surprised that someone like you is still interested in such old things.
Well, when you've studied enough to both learn the language and actually pick up a bit of history, you tend to keep going.
Ah, so it's no idle fantasy. You seek
No,
to fully
I,
unlock the mysteries of the ancient world.
I do. And of course, thanks to learning both Atlantean and Ancient Common, looks like it's a bit more within my grasp.
Oh, you speak so many languages, just that are normally not spoken. Mhm.
But I more sought you out to pose a theory, something I've heard whispers of. I've heard and I've heard some whispers that back in the ancient times, and this may have been widespread, it may have not been, there was study into creating crystals of pure energy, similar to our spirit stones that we know today, but creating it through other means. I was curious what you thought about such magics.
Uh, this, so these are similar to um, elemental orbs. The core is at the center of most elemental beings.
Hmm.
Um, they An artificial way to create them has been theorized for many centuries, but no one has yet been able to recreate their ability to store and redistribute mana.
Hmm. So it's more of the. So is it that there's not a suitable vessel, or that the magics? I guess I'm trying to figure out where the limitation lies currently.
Mm. No one knows how to recreate the materials and the composition of the gemstones. And if you can't get that right, then you you can't really use it for its intended function.
But we do currently have the means by which to condense the energy, just not a suitable way to create the vessel for it.
Um, that in and of itself is a net negative process currently. With our current technology, we can't hope to gather up enough elemental energy without having to sacrifice elemental beings for the process.
Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna start speaking as assuming Dobat can actually say these things. If Dobat can't cause any of this, let me know.
Hmm.
Even without simply creating a small siphon to the plains, or where the ley lines may touch down, such small amounts of energy should be feasible to take off without causing much imbalance.
You think too simply. Yes, you can open a portal to the plane of fire, but what happens when the denizens of said planes decide to migrate here? What happens when a higher power um, seeks to capitalize on the production of said energy?
Now I see what you're saying. So it becomes a thing of we could possibly think it's small, but someone eventually will try to grow it, or it would become untenable at a point.
Hmm.
I see. I just wondered what could have, if such research could have been furthered at some point. Yeah, well. But another matter. I ran across some runes, and I'm curious if you might know what they mean or have some hint of their meaning. Do you happen to have a pen and page around?
Hmm. Um, yes, I do. She pulls out a small piece of papyrus and a stencil.
He is going to write down basically draw out the runes that are on the flute.
Hmm.
Yes, Delbat knows some things, but it's also kind of fun to see other perspectives. And yeah, because it's possibly ancient giant, so I'm curious what she'll say about it, given what he already knows.
Uh, this these rooms seem to invoke um, some vestige of Ymir.
See, did I have it written down as Ymir? No, I do not. I have it written down as Octavian.
So,
Huh, okay.
do you
Uh,
do you know the story of the first?
um,
Do you know the story of the first giant rune carver?
I do not.
Ymir
Per-
Star Ymir Star Carver um, once upon a time um, visited the library belonging to the Lord of Knowledge and Magic
hmm,
and was tested to to create a new language in which to cast magic, and it took Ymir 7 days to craft this new language.
hmm, interesting.
And Ymir's magic, like, you were you weren't describing an effect that you wanted to create, such as draconic arcane casting. You were more invoking a concept of what you're trying to do. So instead of saying spirits of fire gather together and burst forth to th- burn my foes, and create a fireball spell, you simply invoke the concept of fire and force the weave to spew forth that fire on whatever you're carving the rune onto.
Oh, okay, I almost want to say something, but I don't know if they'll exist in this world. Kineticists?
Uh, this those who can control oh, elements through their minds. No, it's different. It
Okay.
a a kineticist who can control the elements through their mental faculties is using a genetic pick, pickup if that allows their brain to invoke its will upon the weave.
Hmm.
Those who are psionics are able to do this. This- But what Star Carver did was is he were able to say, um, if you wanted to make an arrow of fire, you would write the runes for fire, their arrow, and flying, or something like that, and you would combine those runes to make an effect.
So in a way, it simplifies the runic using as well as potentially for enchantments. It simplifies things.
Right, but those who can carve such runes are few and far between.
And if I may ask, what do you make of these runes?
Well, this flute was obviously part of some sort of
Oh, she doesn't. She doesn't know it's a flute. There's just rune. He just wrote
uh,
runes on paper.
well, I mean, if it's just the runes, these runes would be in reference to the story of how runic magic came to be. So it's probably used in a ceremonial sense.
Hmm. So this would have been inscribed upon an item.
Yes, like a maybe something that was used as part of some um ceremony or holiday to
Remember the creation of this
yes,
language.
yes.
Hmm. And such an item could actually hold the history. Interesting. Well, I thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you for these insights. Is anyone else looking around here, or everyone else kind of in conversation?
Pretty much everyone else is in conversation.
He'll look around. Well, as payment, I suppose I should be a bit more forward. He'll reach into his bag and pull out the flute.
Ooh, ah, a deception. You just wanted my to pick my brain. It, well, you kept the true marvel to yourself.
To be fair, I wanted another version of insights, as I've gotten insights from another that tied it to Octavian.
Uh,
So curiosity,
mhm.
seeing where this path led before showing the article, but seeing that it still ties to what I had already learned, but goes further down. The runes are there, but they had unfortunately lost their power.
Uh, this would have been enchanted to any number of things, probably as part of some sort of performance.
Have you have you heard ancient song or seen written of it?
It's impossible to recreate what they sounded like. We instruments, especially ones made of wood, don't stand the test of time, and as well as ones made of metal and stone. So, in the end, I don't think I could give you an accurate representation of what that the music of the time would sound like. The only thing we
The,
could do is go through folk tales and try and recreate it.
you know what? Well, the reason I ask is this. I did a little experiment with this flute with the first person I talked with, and a song came to mind. So I was curious if you knew anything about old songs to compare.
Sadly, I'm not an anthropologist, so to speak. If
Fair enough.
I mostly deal hidden artifacts and finding the stories that go into them. The cultural side of it is what my partner would do.
Fair enough. But I still thank you nonetheless. Oh, and as for the thing I spoke of earlier, that's a furnace. Have a look into that name.
Ah, the Monsieur Etchefanas.
Go back a ways. You might find something interesting.
Hmm, will do. And what was your name again?
Oh, Dobat. Dobat would be my name.
Akali. Again, it is nice to meet a fellow scholar.
A-K-A-L-I.
Yeah.
Right, where did the notes thing go? There it is. And with that, Dobat has planted the seeds of the old usage of trying to create the stones, and has tried to bring back the old runes, and has encouraged others to seek it out. Dobat will continue to kind of enjoy the night, but um, does anyone? You said that basically no one here speaks of like first era stuff at all.
Yeah, there's not really anyone who's into that currently.
Okay. The Dobat will enjoy the party, perhaps play a little music at one point if called to, and then make his way back to his inn, where he will meditate for later. Because I think I was actually supposed to be meditating to go to the Epoch, but we skipped over that.
Mm, right,
Because that's what I was doing near the end of last session.
right. Alright, so as everyone is enjoying a night of feasting and revelry, he
And hunting sirens.
we'll get to that at next time.
Actually, wasn't that what you were going to call me for?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he'd probably, if we would have probably set a meeting point for the 10th then. I'd assume.
No.
Where did you want us to meet? Well, so basically what'll happen is Dobat will go to the meeting point. If one such exists.
It's not too far out from where the adventurers tend to set up.
Okay. Yeah, so he won't go back to his thing. Dobat will go there to meet up.
Okay. If nobody has anything else,
No.
then we will go ahead and end for this week.
So now Dobat has the knowledge that the runes he has can potentially help revolutionize casting and enchanting as a whole. And lo and behold, we have two artificers in the group. This could get interesting.
We shall see.
Yeah, it could.
Well, say bye to the viewers.
Bye.
That's a-
Just do it.
Farewell.